Before the battle starts, since it's Saturday, I want to ask you guys something. Do any of you watch Saturday morning cartoons anymore? Because it just randomly dawned on me, like, oh, Saturday morning cartoons. You know, everyone, when I was a kid, used to wake up at like fucking 7 a.m., watch the Power Rangers, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, cartoons on Cartoon Network. I mean, that shit was a shit, but I don't know. When I've just looked at the cartoons recently, there's not as much around anymore. But, you know, do you guys get up to watch Saturday morning cartoons anymore? Because, I mean, I haven't watched any TV recently, like, before 5 p.m., because I wake up at, like, 1 p.m. every day, but, you know, I was just curious. But, anyways, hey guys, it's Weil, or what's up, Pokemon, but whatever. Got a match here. It's actually a UU match against Me Like Pie, because I recently made the UU database, because I've always wanted to do more UU. It's just, I was too lazy to make teams, so I made the UU database because there was a lack of them being around, which, by the way, if you want it, featured video on my channel. But anyways, like I said, I made a random UU team, asked for a UU match, and this guy accepted, and it turned out to be a really fun match, so I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna decide to lead off with my Flygon, just because looking at his team, it seems like the best possible lead for me to go with at this point. He's opting to go with his Registeel, which is just fine by me, which I'm hoping I might be able to scare him out with the prospect of an Earthquake, so I go for the U-turn, but he decides to stay in knowing he can take an Earthquake, knowing I'm probably Scarfed. But I'm going to go to my Mamoswine in case he wants to go for the Thunder Wave, predicting my switch to, like, anything else. But he just goes right for the Stealth Rocks to get him up, which I'm not really hating that much. The only thing I have that's weak to Stealth Rocks is Togekiss, but it is always nice to get rid of any Stealth Rocks possible, just because of the fact that entry hazards can be annoying. So I go right for the Earthquake. He goes up to Milotic thinking he can take the Earthquake a little bit better. He takes it at about half. I don't know if it's any min-max damage variations. I don't really want to risk him living and the Mamoswine dying to a Scald, so I'm going to go out to my Empoleon, which is special defensive and carries a Stealth Rocks. I know Milotic's only threat to hit me is Hidden Power Electric, so I feel safe. Also, I randomly have it named Vaporeon, because when I made the Empoleon stuff, I based off of Vaporeon because I use other stuff because I'm lazy. Anyways, he's going to go for the Hidden Power, gets a crit, and it's neutral, so I know it's grass. But I get my Stealth Rocks up, and here I just want to roar him out in case he wants to stay in again. But he actually decides to switch out to his Registeel, and I rack up a little bit of Stealth Rocks damage there. Not really too huge of a deal, but, you know, it works. But roar him back out to my Milotic, which works out, because, oh, well, the thing is, I can't really do anything to him, but he can't do much to me except try to burn me with the Scald, which he fails to do, which is pretty nice. But I roar him out again, goes into this Shelgon here, which I'm like, oh. For some reason, I think it's going to be a Wish Protect set, because I know I battled, who was it, Ignited Knight, who used this Shelgon set, and I know I've seen him and a couple other people use it on beta, so I know it's Wish Protect, Toxic Fire Fang, so I know he can't do too much to me, so I might as well scout around on his set. Went for Ice Beam first, and here I decided I'm going to roar him out, because I'm not really too sure what he wants to do. Didn't know if he might want to switch out knowing he can't do anything or what, but he decides to go for the Wish. As I roar him out to Victini, which I would like to Scald, because if he does Recreate, I might be able to take him out, but if I can't take him out, he gets a free Wish off, which I don't really want to give him, so I'm going to roar him out. He goes for the Fusion Bolt just for the super effective damage, even though Recreate would have done more. But I'm going to roar him out to this Sceptile here, which I'm not too scared of, because I'm thinking I might be able to have a Focus Blast, which then I see the Earthquake, I'm like, okay, I can live it, but I actually don't, and there's no crit. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know Sceptile was that strong. That or Empoleon is just weak as fuck. I mean, shit. But anyways, I'm going to go to Flygon just because I know I can scare him out with the prospect of a U-turn. Just because I know he'll probably want to try and save as much health on his Sceptile as possible so he can do something better with it later. So I'm going to go to, well, Flygon U-turns out because that is the strongest move I have. And in case he switched, I didn't want to be locked in on Outrage. So bring in Mamoswine. I didn't think an Earthquake would be able to take out his Registeel, even though I am Life Orbed and it is stabbed, but I actually do take him out, because also I'm Jolly, but, you know, Registeel, I guess I overestimated its bulk. But anyways, he's going to go into Victini here. I really don't want to take a V-Create, but at the same time, I thought he might want to predict my switch to Hitmontop, but I figured even if I get the Intimidate on him, I should still be able to take his end Headbutt fairly well, but besides the U-turn predicting me to switch out, not knowing what I'd want to switch to, and not want to make the wrong move, so he's going to U-turn out to his Shelgon, which he's going to try and pull off the Wish Protect stuff again. I know he carries the Toxic, but I'd rather get the Rapid Spin and my own Toxic on him, because I know Hitmontop really is only going to be good for hit and run, judging by his team, so I'm not too wary of getting Toxic. But I do Toxic him, which is which you'd think is a weird choice of moveset on a Hitmontop, but if you're running a defensive Hitmontop and they're expecting you to do like Mach Punch or something, it helps out just so that you can break some stall and that kind of stuff. So anyways, we both toxic each other, and I gotta switch out because, well, I don't really have to switch out. I could stay in, but I don't really feel like getting toxic stalled. Plus, I know he can't do too much to Celebi, even if he has a Fire Fang. Best thing you can do is toxic me. But he says stay in here and toxic me. I predict him to switch out of Victini to receive the Wish and then take my incoming Psychic or Leaf Storm. But that's not the case. So here, I'm going to opt to switch out to my Flygon, knowing that he might want to switch out because he is racking up the toxic damage, and he'll probably want to go to something that will threaten my Celebi. So he decided to go to Sceptile, which it was a weird move to bring in on a Celebi, but I guess it works out for him just because, I don't know. But actually, you'll see why it was a weird, or a good move for him to bring in on Celebi in a second. But anyways, getting a U-turn, just to get as much damage as possible. Go out to my Hitmontop, try and get the Intimidate on him since I know he's physical. But he actually carries the Acrobatics and the Flight Gem, which means he would have been able to probably just destroy my Celebi. But because I get the Intimidate with Hitmontop on him, and I do have max defense, I take it fairly decently. Just gonna go for Sucker Punch, but he actually predicts that and goes to the Swords Dance. But I'm not really scared of going of this Sceptile, because the thing is I have that Mamoswine in the back. So in this situation, I'm safe going for Sucker Punches, even though I am getting whittled down by Toxic. I know eventually he'll want to attack, thinking he's backing me in a prediction corner, but at the same time, I'm not scared of losing Hitmontop, because this is the main use for it, because I do have ways to deal with Victini, so I'm not really scared of losing Hitmontops, and I do have Mamoswine to revenge kill the Sceptile, so kept going for Sucker Punch, he eventually attacked, and he died. So now he's going to go out to his Shelgon. I really have no more use for Hitmontop. I could have saved it for fodder for later, but I figured I can play around him just fine, so I really have no use for Hitmontop to really be fodder, so I just decided to sack it so I can get a free switch to something to try and take it out. So Hitmontop dies. He got the Wish up knowing I'd die next turn, or I'd want to switch. So I go into Mamoswine, and I hoped that since I was able to take out Registeel with an Earthquake, I could take out the Shelgon, but unfortunately I don't, so he's going to be able to Toxic me, which does suck, just because now Mamoswine's survivability is lower, but at the same time, he's more pressured by his Toxic than I am by mine, just because I can switch out to other guys who can take on his Shelgon efficiently and well. And I decided to go to my Togekiss just because of the fact that I figured he might want to Wish up again, and that'd give me a free switch into Togekiss, and I could try and flinch axe him. But this isn't your traditional para-flinching Togekiss. This is actually a Life Orb Nasty Plot set, and it doesn't need a max special attack, and you'll see why it's kind of cool in a second. But he's going to Toxic me, just figuring that I want to Thunder Wave him or something. But, you know, I'm just going to fire off an Air Slash next turn. Hopefully it's a 2 KO, and turns out it is, so that actually works out really well. I did get the flinch there. Not really sure what he was going for, but in the end it probably didn't matter as much as it could. Plus it is a Togekiss. It's meant to hacks. Whatever. So I'm going to go for the Air Slash again. He's going to opt to go to his Flygon, thinking he can take a Air Slash just because, I don't know, Flygon has subpar bulk. But I actually take him out. I don't even run max special attack, so I guess the Life Orb makes up for it. Plus I'm at +2, but still, you wouldn't expect you to take it out if I'm not max special attack or modest. But anyways, he's going to go to Victini, going to go for the Zen Headbutt, just to try and hit as many of my guys as possible. Figured Togekiss would die, so randomly just clicked a button and it happened to be Roost. So really all that happens is he'll be able to take out my Togekiss next turn, instead of me taking him out with Togekiss, which would have been funny, but it's not like it really mattered in the end, just because I am able to take on the Victini fairly well with my other guys, especially since he's locked into Zen Headbutt. There's not much he can really do to me, because I do have that Celebi, but decided to go to Flygon to scare him out, and just go for the U-turn, because with Flygon I would essentially have the win if I really wanted it, but I'm just going to U-turn, and he's going to go to Shelgon to try and take my hits, and kind of use it as fodder so he can try and do something else, but I bring in Celebi now that will take him out with the Psychic, and bye-bye Shelgon, you're an annoying piece of shit, and I hate you, except not really. But anyways, he's going to go out to his Victini now. Since he does have an odd HP number, he does live the 4 Stealth Rock switch-ins. He's going to go for V-Create, which will easily take me out since I am not a defensive Celebi. I run the Tinkerbell set back from 4th gen, which is a good set, so I thought, hey, why not use it in 5th gen? So he'll take me out very easily there, but since he is at the -2 everything, or is it, no, it's just -1, Flygon will easily outspeed, take him out with the U-turn, and then all he's got left is his my Lodic, and I still have my Mamoswine, which, because of the air slash damage I got before, I can easily take him out with a Life Orbed Earthquake, so that will actually turn out to be the match since he's at about 30%, did about 50% last time. Easily is going to take him out, and like I said, that will be the match. So, good game, me like pie. Been having a lot of fun in UU. I know you guys don't expect a UU out of me, but it's still a really fun tier. I approve of UU. I don't approve of RU and NU, but UU, it's a blast, so go try it out sometime, especially since I made the UU database. Should be more accessible to UU for you guys, so, like I said, UU database, I'll include a link in the description too, which also has a link to the OU database, if you guys haven't checked either of them out yet. And it's just a simple download and then load into your boxes stuff. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you enjoyed, leave a like, check out my channel, check out his channel, sub to the Mosh Pit, all that awesome stuff. Rate, comment, sub, and later guys.